in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I say, come, let we build a nation together. We can do this if we come together in one accord, understanding the mission at hand. In other words, knowing that we want to get to this point, that's all good. But if you come together, you strategize, you plan, you put a roadmap together, and you say, this is the route we are going to take. These are the things we are going to do to get there together. I think we will eventually end up there together. So we have to come together. We have to put plans and programs and policies and things in place because we want Grenada to ultimately be better, be more prosperous. We want our people to have a better standard of living. I want to welcome you to the Dynamic Hour. And again, I want to encourage those on Facebook and YouTube to please share the live. Sharing is caring. When you share, your friends, your acquaintances, the people who look at your page, follow what you do, they then get the opportunity to listen in if they want to, because it's all voluntary. I want to start off by saying the Honorable Tevin Andrews in Carriacou and P.T. Martinique continues to deliver homes to his people. And he did not say everyone will get a house tomorrow, but he said house by house by house, we will get there together. So they started off building the Build Back Better Homes and those that the Ministry of Housing is actually building, because it's two types of homes. I mean, besides the prefab and other things like that, I'm talking about the ministry doing their bit and the Build Back Better Homes, right? That's what I'm referring to. I know we have the prefab and, a number of other style of homes that were constructed, and they continue to construct for the people of Carriacou and P.T. Martinique. So he delivered to two families again only recently, and all smiles. They were happy to receive the homes.
So we continue to deliver homes to the people of Carriacou and P.T. Martinique, be it social development homes, be it Build Back Better homes, prefabricated homes. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, a lot of support that is still needed. But I'm satisfied that more and more people are getting a roof over their heads. I think that's what's most important. People are grateful that these things are happening. The fact that it's 10 months after burial and we've delivered a number of homes speaks volume. in spite of the challenges we are facing with manpower, material shortage, and more so with transportation.
We got word that we were one of the families that were in line to soon receive a Build Back Better home. And when I heard that, I contacted Mr. Andrews, and he confirmed with me that we will indeed be receiving a home. If you remember that. Once he said that, I knew he would have followed through with his promise. So we had nothing to worry about. Now here we are.
The Minister for Carriacou and Pitty, Kevin Andrew, is a blessed child. Keep it up, keep up your good work, and don't think about what they will say. God will always bless you, and God will always cover you in the blood of Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so much I love you.
Thank you, Suda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So the Honorable Tevin Andrews, he and his team, they continue to do a magnificent job in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And more you're seeing people receiving their homes, receiving a brand new house, 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, drawing room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, bathroom, kitchen, veranda. The government of Grenada is trying. And once all hands are on deck, we can do more. Because, mind you, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, they are challenged because, one, they're separated by water from the mainland. And 2, in terms of cargo, bringing stuff up to Carriacou, they only have one main boat. Yes, you have some small ones bringing up stuff for, businesses and so on a weekly basis. But when it comes to lumber and steel and cement and all these different things, you're looking at the Tyrrell Bay Express now. The Dolly Sea is no longer functioning because you know what happened to the Dolly Sea. They're still stuck on some reef somewhere behind Point Saline, somewhere down there, as the story goes. So there are limitations. And then you have the issue of manpower, labor, getting people to build, to go up to Carriacou. Because remember, if you leave Grenada and you go up to Carriacou, you have to have a place to stay. And your workers need to have a place to stay. All right? And then they need to go to work every day or even during the night if they have lights and so on and build. And then you have to have the materials there to build a house. Because it doesn't make sense. You have men up there willing to work and then no material. So it's a lot of logistics, a lot of, organizing and planning. Some people think that it's easy. Those on the other side, the NNP, they believe that with a magic wand, all the houses could be built. But besides building the houses in Carriacou, those that were destroyed totally, the MP, the Honorable Tevin Andrews, and the government of Grenada gave the people in Carriacou who needed material assistance to fix their roof, to change their windows and doors, or their flooring, right? Because in some instances, the flooring might be intact and the roof might be intact, but you have to change the windows and the doors and maybe some other stuff, right? And in some instances, you have to change the roof and the flooring, but the other parts of the house might be intact, right? So they gave, was it up to 30 million? I stand to be corrected, but I think it's up to what? $30 million what? Of material assistance? That maybe I could get it confirmed. Because I remember I spoke about it. The material assistance. And a figure was given. I think it was about $30 million worth of material assistance. Giving people the windows, giving people the doors, giving people the galvanized, giving people the ply, giving people the 2x6, giving people the 2x4, giving people, the lots, the 1x4, giving them the rabbit and spring, or giving them the groove and tongue, or giving them some materials to, cement, sand, gravel, steel, to do some concrete works. So a lot has happened for the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. I just can't remember the figure, but I think in terms of material assistance, I think it was about 30 million. All right, I think it was about 30 million. I mean, I could call Tevin to find out. All right, I think it was about 30 million. All right. Hey, Tevin,
Hey.
what's he?
Mhm.
In terms of material assistance, how much million it was again?
Close to 30.
All right, close to 30 million.
Mhm.
All right, good now. I just wanted to verify that.
And we've been doing a check so far. So far, it's close to 1,000 people started, has either completed or put back on the roof already.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a good.
All right, so
Yeah,
close to 1,000.
So the roof.
So you're talking about
Yeah,
in terms of the actual home. So you're looking at almost 1,000
the roof.
homes.
The
Yeah,
roof
got the
is
roof.
back on.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice. That's
Mhm.
nice. Good way to go.
And you could also see more.
No, you're live. You're actually live.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You're
And
live.
in PT and in PT Martinique, a number of homes as well. Morning. You got. I'm live on radio. Yeah. So a number of people have also gotten assistance and put back on their roofs. A number of homes are being built, both in PT Martinique and Carriacou. The prefab homes are there. So a number of things are happening.
But here is
in Carriacou, PT Martinique.
somebody saying there's a unique style in PT Martinique, because it seems as though it's either 50 or 60% concrete versus board in PT Martinique.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Why? Some people are saying, well, why that unique style in PT Martinique? Because of what? The weather,
Well, I think that the challenge is to get the materials there. So I think, and of course the weather and a number of factors.
Oh,
so I think that's that might have been.
Yeah, because it's looking good. I saw a number of these houses. How many houses are actually being constructed and now as we speak in PT Martinique?
In PT Martinique, I believe it's 7, and we will be starting an additional 9 sometime next month. The total number of Build Back Better in PT Martinique is 40 something homes, and then you have some social development homes, etc.
Okay.
But the majority of people who had issues with of course, who needed roofing assistance received those roofing assistance, and a number of those roofs are back on. But there's still a lot of work to be done, both in PT Martinique and Carriacou. But when I drive around, almost every day you see today you pass, or this week you pass, and there was no roof. Next week you pass, and there are roofs. So it 10 months after such a devastation, looking at what's happening, it's amazing. So as I said, it's a lot of work. There's still lots of more work to be done. Recovery is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. But I think we could tap ourselves on the damn back, taking in consideration where we came from and where we are today.
Beautiful.
And this has been a Herculean task, not just by the government, but the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique, who continues to prove to the world that we are indeed resilient. So there's a lot of resilience here. So people must be commended for that. And again, I want to thank everybody, whether it's the private sector and just ordinary Grenadians who continue to assist us with the recovery efforts here in Carriacou and PT Martinique. We are so ever grateful and indeed indebted to you for your continued support and sacrifices.
You dancing the big drum later?
I will certainly try to dance the big drum later, Kim, and I invite everybody to come to the Carriacou Maroons and Stringman Festival.
All right, one love. It seems as though you're out in the field too, very early though.
Yes, we are out. My team and I are out in the field. We spend most of our time now is spent out in the field on the ground.
All right, beautiful.
Day and night.
One love. Nice, great. Yeah, so that's the Honorable Tevin Andrews, right? So it's almost 30 million. And Julie, I realize you're saying to me that all the houses, so far, they are 100% concrete. And I saw a number of them, and I was like, okay, they're actually building concrete houses there for the folks in PT Martinique. All right, the Build Back Better, and that's really good. Thumbs up, kudos to the Honorable Tevin Andrews. So you see, it takes time, and as he said, recovery is a process. It's not instant. It will take some time. But the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique, when you go down on the ground and you listen to them, they understand, and they have patience. They know some of the challenges that the ministry will face or the islands will face in terms of getting materials, in terms of getting labor, and in terms of, doing the work and getting the job done. Because a lot of things are happening at the same time. But I'm happy that while they are building back some of these houses for people, and them house and them look good. I downloaded some of the photos. Look at them house now. Huh? You don't see? Them house looking good. Huh? You looking nice. And look at the houses. Look at the houses now. You looking good. That looks like a 3-bedroom one. It looks good. It looks nice. The thing look good. And then you have this one. The thing looking good. Right? Real good too. And just happy smiles. People and the people at Carriacou, they're unique, I went to a funeral, a number of funerals up in Carriacou. I tell you, them people nice. They warm. And just happy. They don't make anything a fuss. Sweets. PS Sweets, my good partner, doing a fantastic job, taking over from Javon Williams, who did a fantastic job too in Carriacou and PT Martinique. And it's just niceness. In fact, when I had my birthday event, PS Javon Williams and his wife, they were actually at my birthday event here recently. We had a wonderful time. It was really nice seeing him and his wife. They're very nice people. Very, very nice people. All right. But I can tell you, I am impressed with the work that the Honorable Tevin Andrews is doing in Carriacou and PT Martinique. And I always say to people, he's a genuine person. He's not a fake. You have a lot of fake people around. The guy is genuine. He wants good for the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique even before he came into power, right? And he worked damn hard to come into power too, Some people believe this thing was just a walk in the park. Remember, the NNP controlled Carriacou for the last lot of years, right? We can safely say for about 20 years, and it might be even more. It might be 23 years and a half. You hear me? They controlled Carriacou and PT Martinique. And it took that little giant, young man, determined, wants good for his people, to beat a party who been there for 20-something years. I mean, it's not a small number of years. So some people underestimate what this little giant. I mean, little and giant are really good together. But you understand, a giant is big. But you understand the context that I'm using this here. This is no easy feat. This guy worked hard. He worked damn hard to beat NNP, to get rid of NNP. Right? They controlled this thing. It was like they were running it was like the liquor shop. It was like the little two islands, and they controlled the whole show. So he continues to do an exceptional job working with his people, and it's a different type of governance. In the days of those who were in charge of Carriacou and PT Martinique, they would not be out in the field that early in the morning. People had to go in the office to see them. It's just different. Different. He's out in the field, he and his team, connecting with people, knocking on doors, listening to people, and doing what must be done to help the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. It's just different. And I love to see what he continues to do in Carriacou and PT Martinique. So big up your whole self, the Honorable Tevin Andrews. And I knew from day one, this young man has, a good spirit, and he's genuine from day one. He wants good for the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. And that being said, we are going to Carriacou on June the 21st, the 21st day of June. That's a Saturday. We're going to Carriacou to see for ourselves. Come and see for yourself. You know that song? Come and see for yourself. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so we're going to Carriacou on the Saturday, the 21st of June, with the 2 Osprey. Tickets are available, $100. That's all you have to pay to go up and come down. Just $100. Just $100. That's all you have to pay. Right? We go up in the morning and we come down late at night. Late at night. We're going to go to Paradise Beach. You could bathe. You could eat food. You could drink. Because there will be drinks on sale and food on sale. The folks in Carriacou, they will be organizing that as a fundraiser. So you're going to be able to buy your drinks, buy your food. You're going to be able to, enjoy Paradise Beach, world-renowned, one of the best beaches in the world. You will see the island, because we're going to go around the island. You're going to get the opportunity to see what the Honorable Tevin Andrews is doing in Carriacou, right? We're going to have a wonderful time, a damn good time in Carriacou on the 21st of June, 2 days before 3 years of NDC being in power, 1 day before the 3-year mark of the actual election. Remember, it was on the 22nd of June, 3 years ago. And then the 23rd, the NDC was in power in full. All right? So we're going up there to celebrate the moment and to see for ourselves the many things that the Honorable Tevin Andrews and the team continue to do. So tickets are available as I speak. Right? It's $100. Buy your tickets early because it's going fast. One person called me and said they want 30 tickets, just like that. 30 tickets. Because it's a group of 30, right? 30. A group of 30. So they're all friends. And remember, you can just organize your friends and say, boy, we're going in Carriacou for the day. Into night. Right? You link me up, you call me, you WhatsApp me, and you're getting your ticket. Or tickets. So you might have 10 of you all, 15 of you all. All you need to do is to link me up, say, hey, Kem, I need 10 tickets, I need 5 tickets, I need 20 tickets, I need, the different constituencies. It will be nice. The different youth groups and women groups and, within the different constituencies to organize, and let's go up to Carriacou and have a wonderful time. That would be marvelous. That would be fantastic. It's just $100. That's all. 100. Easy. To go up and you're coming back down. Nice, easy, cool. So normally you have to pay more, right? The Osprey. But you could take that liquor money now to buy something to eat, to drink, nice time. We're going to have a wonderful time there. To be a Saturday. So again, I want to encourage you, buy the tickets early. Earlier you buy the tickets is better for you, right? Because there are people who say to me, oh, Kem Jones, hold that ticket for me now, hold that. I say, yes, but at the end of the day, if people come to me with cash, because remember, we have to pay the boat, and the 2 Osprey will cost $32,000. $32,000, 2 Osprey together, to go up and come down. $32,000. All right? So it's not an easy feat, but we're going at it because we want to celebrate with the Honorable Tevin Andrews. He's a genuine soldier, a genuine young man who wants good for the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. And it's the excursion. It's called the return. Because remember, we went up there 3 years ago. And not just once, but twice with 2 boats. The Osprey, the Dolly Sea. And I think we went up there again. So we maybe 3 times. Right? We mobilize, we organize, and we. So it's called the return. We're going back to Carriacou to see. I mean, come on, Beryl, ravaged, devastated that the people of, the islands, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, the housing stock, and we can go on and on and on, the livelihood and so on. We're going back to see. Because the NNP bumping the gum. Yap, yap, yap. They're bumping the gum. We're going for ourselves to see. All right? So again, I want to say to you, the tickets are available. I will tell you where in St. George's you could get it. I will tell you where in Grenville you could get it. But once you link me up, I'll come in and meet you. We do it. Once you link me up on my number, and everybody knows Kim Jones' number, 415-4817. That's 415-4817 or 403-1019. 403-1019. So that's one number. That's 403-1019. 403-1019. Or my other number, 415-4817. 415-4817. Call me, you holler at me, you WhatsApp me. So the tickets are available and they're going fast. All right? They're going fast because people want to go back up to Carriacou. And look, you could have a couple friends of yours. You understand the point? I remember I met a young man and about 8 of them in the construction industry. And they said, Kim Jones, we ain't missing that. And all of them said they're going to buy a ticket together and go up and enjoy the day, spend the day in Carriacou. All right? They would go around, they're going to visit friends, they're going to drink the liquor jacan, they go drink the little beer, 64, or any other, right? American Milwaukee, Schiffer, the different beer. You could Carib, Stag, Heineken, you could do what you want up there, malt, whatever. Nice, wonderful time. So again, I want to say to you, organize, mobilize. All right? And let's go up to Carriacou. June the 21st. And don't wait too long to buy the tickets. Tickets are available. Link me up. You will get the tickets. Link me up. Oi. Link me up. Link me up. The tickets are available. You hear me? So we have a nice time in Carriacou. And that's on the 21st of June. That's Saturday, the 21st of June. We're leaving here early. And we're going up to Carriacou to have a damn nice time. And once Kim Jones organized something, he go be good. Real good. Real good. We go have a nice time. All right? Paradise Beach will be the main hub, the main place. So you go on the beach, you have thing, you could buy a thing, eat, drink, laugh. You could go around, you could, good vibes. All right? So here it is. Remember, it's the 21st of June. Saturday, the 21st of June. Tickets, $100. Right? And earlier you buy it is better for you. Earlier you buy it is better for you because it's going fast. All right? It's going fast. People want to come up. People want to enjoy the thing. So remember, the vibes will be nice. All right? Good. So, the New York event is on May the 31st. the last day in May. Saturday, May the 31st. As the last day in May, there's a group of people in New York who have organized an event in my name. And it's at 618 East 87th Street. The backyard. It's called the backyard. All the kayaks know it as the backyard. Because a kind of kayak, Carriacou, Petit Martinique thing, you know, people know that particular venue as the backyard. In fact, 10 months ago, the Honorable Tevin Andrews, the Honorable Ron Redhead, the Honorable Andy Williams, and I, did I miss out anybody else? And your humble servant was actually at that venue on one day before Hurricane Beryl struck, right, or hit Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And let me tell you something magical that happened. I will tell you something magical that happened. The Honorable Tevin Andrews spoke, and he said he has to leave. The people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique need him. Nearly all the flights, there was almost no flight available to come into Grenada, to return from New York to Grenada. For some magical reason, he was able to get onto a flight that was already filled to capacity. You hear me? Something magical. And he was able to make it back to Grenada and then to Carriacou in time to experience what the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique experienced with Hurricane Beryl. He was there to live it and to be there with the people. Just imagine if the Honorable Tevin Andrews didn't make it back, boy. You could imagine what them NNP and them, boy, watch. You could imagine the Honorable Dilma Thomas. Can't remember if she was there. Right? Can't remember. Well, for that particular activity, I'm referring to, right? For that particular, so Kenisha, can't remember. For that particular activity I was referring to. Yeah, so maybe she was there in New York, but for that particular activity, right? So at that very said venue, so when he spoke, he left, and I mean it was ram-packed with people, and then I spoke briefly too, and you know, but it was really magical, right? Yeah, so maybe she was in New York, right? So maybe she was in New York. I can't remember her being at the event. You see? So I'm referring to the event, the location. All right? So it's the backyard, that particular location. So again, many people know that location. So maybe she was in New York, but I'm referring to the location. The Honorable Tevin was there at that location, and your humble servant. Good? Yeah, so folks, forget about New York. I'm referring to the location. All right? If she was there at the location, at that event, she would have spoken. You hear me? She would have spoken at that event. She was not at that event. You hear me? That event was an event organized by, it was a massive event. And I remembered vividly that I traveled from Long Island, because I was living in Long Island by a good friend. Pick up your whole self, you know who you are. And then I journeyed to that particular event. And the Honorable Tevin Andrews and your humble servant was there, because the other ministers who were there, they were very preoccupied following the happenings in Grenada and what needed to be done, and trying to see if they can get on a flight to come back to Grenada. All right? So, nice. So again, I'm saying that particular venue is where the event will be, at that backyard. 618. Yes, Julie. Thank you. Yes, so Julie, it's your group and the whole team. They're the ones who organized that event at the time. So that something magical happened. But it's a really well organized event. So that is where the event will be again on Saturday, May the 31st. So that's the last day in May. All right. And then a good friend is organizing another event in my name. Because you see, the event is one, to celebrate 3 years of the NDC, the government, our government in power. I mean, we worked hard to make sure that our government is in power, our party is in power. And two, to celebrate 11 years. I have been doing this here 11 years now. May will mark 11 years of your humble servant doing this program and the nightly program. This morning, I was like, it's not easy to do 2 programs, to produce 2 programs a day. I remember the Honorable Andy Williams asking me, say, boy, Kem Jones, how you just do that, boy? How you just do that? How you able to do that? But I have been doing that for the last 11 years. 11 years. And it's not just coming in front of a mic and speak. Let me tell you this. I wake up sometimes at 4:35 a.m. I will do my regular exercise and so on, and have bush tea, have coffee. Then I would go online, check all the news, check all them NNP talk show programs and what they say and what they didn't say. Check all the regional news, the international news, right? 6:30, follow the Plead Your Cause program because, it's a live program. Check the Liquor GBN program too. Check Up North. And then prepare myself in terms of content. So I'll check, also GIS page and GBN and MTV and just name it. Because I'm, in other words, I have to know what is out there. And then I will check my WhatsApp. Somebody might send me something, 2 persons who they producing the thing for me too. They might send me something. It's not easy. Don't believe I come here just bumping my gum. That is why I am the best in talk radio. That is why I am the Dan Gogon in talk radio in Grenada. That's why I control the scene here. Because I am not like the others, just going in front of a mic or waiting for some people to call and complain about the Muslim, doing the usual thing. This one man every time complaining as though, give me a damn break, right? Allow the religion, allow the people to be. Allow them to be. So what? You're accustomed with noise every day, every night. So what? You allow them to be. And that's not really noise. It's a call to pray. Right? So leave them people where you all have this and some old nonsense. Another one come and call about talking about, well, we are not the Western culture and they're not. Give me a damn break. The world is a global space. Allow them people to be. And about Andy and every morning, and Andy, and they say, Andy, all you evil intent, stop it. You have evil intention when you call and talk about Andy ain't give nobody no permission. Andy doesn't have to give them any permission. Religion in this country is free. You have freedom of religion in Grenada. So they don't have to get no permission from Andy to do what they're doing there. You think anybody could stop them from doing this? No. That's part of their religion. It is simple. Just like the Rastafarians. You think you could go in the tabernacle and tell them they can do the ritual with the cannabis, the herb? It's just some of this, and they're using this radio station and this platform because they believe they could just say anything. What they're trying to do is incite certain things against this particular religion. That's what they're trying to do. So every time this individual will call and yap and about Andy, well, Andy doesn't have to give anybody any permission. That's freedom of religion. They could do it. When you have crusades in areas from all different religions, so when they have it 5 days, 7 days, and you're in the area, you could go and stop them? What's wrong with you all? Well, that particular individual, every time he calls that program and talk rubbish and cry and groan about the noise, take it, just put some in your ears when they for the 10 seconds or the 1 minute call. Put some in your ears. Let me give you a headphone or something. You just allow them people to be in that area. You have thousands and thousands of people staying, but every morning you're picking up a phone and talk stupidness. Leave them people with their religion and allow them to be. Nonsense. Right? And then Panames, I don't know what he has with the most honorable Deacon Mitchell. If you want to go and stay in the colonial residence, right? Call it what, the Prime Minister's residence in Mount Weldale or Mount Royal or whatever you want to call that place there. If you want to go and stay there, go and stay inside, Yeah, go and live with the bats and cribo and roach and rats and all kind of things. Go and live there. And woodans. Go in your ras. I wonder if you still have a ras, boy. I know you still have a kind of locks. Right? Well, these days I don't know where he stand. He seems as though he with the movement now. Well, he's Peter boy. Like Peter Paliwal, long. So I don't know. He seems as though he's there with the movements. Go and sleep in Mount Royal. Let them woodans go in your hair and do something inside there. They want our beloved Prime Minister to go in this colonial building. This building is full of, they need to mash down this thing completely. Slaves, they used to build this thing, Slaves, so the building itself is cursed. Right? And I could imagine the amount of slaves they beat and kill to build this thing. Who died to build this thing, Slaves they use. This colonial building. Slaves to build this thing. Right? So I'm saying, folks, look, don't worry them about 20-something thousand. That's no money. $20,000 or 18,000 or 15. That's no money for our beloved Prime Minister in terms of where he has to stay. He has to stay in a nice, classy, decent place. Nice. So when the dignitaries and the people come, they could feel good. Nice and it has to be classy. It has to be well put. It has to be a home. Can you feel as you reach there, you feel? Come on. Wrong with all you. You're confused. You think that is Jukutu Kita. But again, Kita and all he was not there for too long in that place, and being there often, Nah. This old colonial thing and utter rubbish. That's your Prime Minister. What's wrong with all you? Oh, you see the man? You think that is the days when NNP and you see them boy with old baggy pants and old big old shot. What's wrong with all you? Something has to be wrong with these people. A big old baggy thing. You see them and the wind could like parachute. The wind could just look at our Prime Minister. The guy's classy. He's elegant. But he's modest. He's a simple guy. But just watch now. You want to compare? But you want him to go in the old colonial building where a lot of our great grand were, enslaved and forced to build this thing, and it just and if you go there and you watch the building, and it's an old rundown, rat infested, bat infested, mosquito, a roach, and I believe there's some cribos inside there too. They want a cribo to squeeze our prime minister's neck. That's what they want. All your lie, all your damn lie. It's not going to happen. Joke all you making. All right? So call the political cause and call all kind of program and on all your program, talk about it over and over and over and over. Talk about it. Who cares about all your damn nonsense? Huh? I wish the rent was a little more in where he is. What's wrong with that? He's serving this country and doing a damn good job. Right? Very good. I love that. Deal with that. Deal with it. All you have a problem with that? You have a problem with that? Go and ask. Who's that posting yourself? Hello?
Hey, Kim.
Hey?
Let Panamese go stay in the house with Diablo. Tell them take Diablo with them.
All right. So yeah. Yeah. So I am saying thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, so here it is. Those conmen and crooks who came here during the NNP time, and they con the NNP administration of millions and millions, almost $400 million. Almost $400 million. They con the government of Grenada of that. Almost $400 million. Just sit down and think about it. I didn't hear Panamese talking about that and complaining about that. Almost 400 million, you know. So here it is. Even if the rent for our beloved Prime Minister, for the residents, the Prime Minister's residence, and mind you, I'm not hearing them talk about the Governor General's residence, because the Governor General residence is also being paid for. I ain't hearing them talk about that. But they want to target our Prime Minister. So at, let's say it's $20,000. Because what they're saying there is not really factual, but let's say it's 20,000. That's on a yearly basis, $240,000 for a whole year. So in a 5-year term, so let's say the NDC is there for 5 years for the term, and then when the election, they win another term, another 5 years. But the first 5 years, that's what? $1.something million? Yeah. Just about $1.something million. Right? It's a lick of money. Lick of money in the scheme of things. The NNP was in power. And we saw conmen and crooks came into Grenada and take almost $400 million. The NNP administration caused us to lose almost $400 million. But they have an issue with 5 years. If 5 years, right? And we know it's not going to be 5 years. Let me say 4 years, because election will be called. 4 years. That's about $1 million, right? That's a lick of money in the scheme of things. Lick of money. So stay and call radio and talk nonsense, right? Now, Panamese, man. Well, you don't know Panamese? Called you, played your cause program this morning, talking about, boy. All right. Maggie. Yeah. Maggie called. He said, boy, when the shoes squeeze in on that foot now, is a problem, the left side and the right side, and the shoes on a different foot. So that's the problem. The shoe on a different foot. That's the problem. Folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back with you on Sunday from 1 to 2, again, to continue that journey. All right? Yeah. I love it. I love to serve you. And this is my passion, serving you, doing this. That is why you don't have many people doing what I do. They can't do it. They will try, but they won't last.